We're in today with the legendary 3060 Ti from ZOTAC, and the main question today is, can you play at 4K with this RTX 3060 Ti? We're gonna pair it up with this i9 10 Gen. I'm gonna see if there is any limitation in between them to see which one is bottlenecking, and I know the RTX will do the job very nice when it comes to bottlenecking, but I want to see how close is this i9 with this video card. Regardless, do remember that this RTX 3060 Ti was released in 2021. It's got like 4,864 shaders with 12.2 DirectX support, 8 gig of VRAM running at 448 gigs per second with 256 bus width. The core clock is on 1410 megahertz with 1750 megahertz on the memory. Let's jump in and see how it's rocking. Let's start with Last of Us and see how it's running in 4K. Apparently I'm on low details. Everything is put to low details. I'm gonna see how it's running here. This is gonna be bananas because my GPU is getting hot. Like I'm not joking, like really hot, like 170 watts. You know, so yeah, I'm overall on 350 watts consumption overall because of the CPU. Even the CPU can jump nearly to 100 watts, and this is kind of interesting, seriously. I'm not joking, 7.6 gig of VRAM already. This is bananas. I think on low details, without any upscaling, I think this is the limit. Seriously. So 4K, low details. I remember last time I was here. It looks fantastic, you know, even on low details with this resolution. Yeah, 50 FPS on average, 41 minimals and 42 on 1%. I'm not gonna lie, I don't want this. 82 degrees. Oh my god, I have to clean this video card seriously soon. 100% load on the core. This 3060 Ti is barely keeping that temperature on check with 7.4 gig of RAM. I have an idea. NVIDIA DLSS, yes? Performance. So we're gonna put it on DLSS with performance. All right, so 82 degrees, 60%, 63% load on the core. Apparently the whole thing needs to drop on temperature. So if it's distressing the GPU, that means 160 watts, 350. Okay, so yes, it's distressing the GPU. 63% load on the core. All right, this is exactly with DLSS it's working. So on 4K or low details, maybe you can actually put it on medium details. I'm not gonna lie. Let's take a look and see how Hogwarts Legacy is running with this video card. Lots of promising numbers here, but apparently the GPU is lacking. I can hear it in the background. Okay, no upscaling, no render resolution, just uncapped and everything. All right, motion blur off. What we're doing low details. Okay, 4K with low details, no upscaling. Yes, let's see how it's doing. 50 FPS. God damn it, seriously. And the GPU is very hot, seriously. 99% load on the core, 83%. That's 83 is because MSI Afterburner is stopping it at 83 and it starts taking the core lower in order to keep that point there, I think. 170 watts, yes, so 330 watts on average on the whole computer, yes. Okay, so 330 watts, considering it's only 50 watts 50 watts consumption on the CPU, yes. 16.7 gig of system RAM. Oh my god, you'd actually need a lot of VRAM system RAM for this game, seriously. VRAM size is only 6 gig of VRAM, so on low details apparently you can actually do the job, but if you want more performance, more details from the game on 4K, I think you have to start touching the DLSS upscaling, you know, either render scale or DLSS or FSR. I don't know which one you prefer, you know, so it's up to you. But the GPU is very, very demanding, 170 watts. Makes a lot of heat in the room, you know. If it's winter, I think this video card is quite enough. You just play some games and that's it. A space heater, a proper space heater. There's a lot of lights here and castles. Ideal would be to actually put DLSS and see how it's running with some details. So I'll put upscaling, DLSS, ultra performance, yes, and maximum details. Okay, I wanna try a mid because apparently it says something. So I got like 50, 60 FPS, yes. 60 FPS with this. So I want to see if it's the details are loaded, and I will give it a restart because I've been told that I have to restart the whole game. Oh my god, the fog is and the light. The details are awesome in the game, seriously. 180 watts. Oh, I actually see nearly 200 watts on the GPU, so this GPU can actually reach 200 watts. So I got like 340 watts consumption overall, 7.2 gig of VRAM. Apparently, after the restart, everything is loaded. Seriously, I don't know how to say it. In other words, everything is loaded. So, you know, the VRAM, the GPU, it's got more power consumption. Everything is maxed out. Same temperature, over 80 degrees. Seriously, you have to make a special profile in order to keep this GPU cool. It's small, it's loud, and it's hot. Maybe medium details will be okay with 4K. So Hogwarts Legacy, it's playable, but not on maximum. And it runs really nice, really. Look at it. Even the minimals is not that minimal, you know, like it's 28 FPS, so 39.1%. I like it. I like how it's working with this video card, seriously. So 3060 Ti in Hogwarts Legacy, yes. All right, let's test Cyberpunk and see how it's working. Let's check the resolutions. Let's go inside and prepare ourselves. 4K. All right, graphics. Start with low details. Yeah, low details as a preset. Okay, so as a low detail preset, I'm guessing there is some upscale there with automatic DLSS, you know. So if you leave it on automatic DLSS on low details with this 3060 Ti, you can get 80 FPS, seriously. So if you're locking the GPU with 60 FPS because this is an offline mission game, quest, not an action online game, you know, where you need low latency and low frame time, you know. By the way, how much frame time we have here? 11 frame time. It's actually good, you know. Minimals is quite fantastic. 50 minimals. I'm surprised. 72.1%. But even the CPU, you see, wow, 370 watts. Man, this game is actually making my system hot. Nice glasses, man. Like your glasses. Oh, no, give me the glasses. Give me the glasses, man.
You want something, Chum?
Did you say something? Okay, so what I can do on 4K is maximum FPS, 60 FPS maximum. If I cap the FPS on 60 FPS, look at the VRAM, 5.3 gig, 60% load on the core. The CPU, it's actually 70 to 90 watts. Still 340 watts, but theoretically should be cooler, seriously. Why? 67, 62, maybe it's starting to cool, no? 170 watts. 4K in Cyberpunk with low details, yes? Do you know what happens if I put, okay, let's disable this and fidelity FX off. Actually, I don't believe it. Low details, no DLSS, no fidelity FX. Wow, actually works 40, 50 FPS. It looks so cool. Looks so sharp. Alright, 4K with this. Dude, this is cool. Let's put it like this. DLSS, ultra performance, and ultra ray tracing. Actually, let's keep it as ray tracing ultra with automatic DLSS. Holy mother of sweet baby Jesus. 200 watts consumption from the GPU. 360 watts overall on the computer. Damn, even the CPU jumped to 100 watts. 10.2 gig of system RAM. Well, it's eating some RAM, but it doesn't exceed 16 gig of system RAM, you know. 7.2 gig of VRAM, it's actually not bad, you know, because if I see the VRAM reaching 7.6, then you're done with it. Seriously, you need a bigger and stronger GPU than this. But overall, it's okay. There's a lot of options to play Cyberpunk with this video card, if you're asking me. Let's jump in a couple of games that I would really like to play with 3060 Ti on 4K, and this is one of those games, you know. Instead of actually going for the new games, I would like to go with the older games and make the GPU look really good. This is super small on 4K. Let me put interface scaling Bigger. Okay, fantastic. So maximum details with 4K, no VSync, and yeah, I think it will be fantastic to see how this video card is running like this. Okay, so a couple of things. One, the game looks fucking fantastic, seriously, and the amount of details I get from this is like unbelievable, seriously. Wow, it's impressive, seriously. This game looks fantastic on this video card with 4K. Okay, let's. I'm not gonna lie. I will like to play the game like this because it's running really nice. Come to. Oh, please don't go. Please don't go. Oh, he was there. Oh, my bullets are everywhere. So one thing I did manage to see is that the CPU is not very stressed. I mean, not stressed at all, seriously. Wow, Baraski's on the... oh, it's on the hill. Nobody was there. It's working really nice on 4K, but apparently ideal will be to actually go here and activate VSync and lock it on 60 FPS because it's not worth unloading the core that much. 60 FPS on 4K is ideal. It's not something that yeah, I will put it on the side, you know, so it does work. 4K, World of Tanks. I don't even want to put it on maximum details if you're asking me. Okay, let's jump into War Thunder. In order to make it properly, in order to make it on 4K, I have to put it on full screen window. I have the background resolution to 4K and I put it on auto and hopefully I get... yeah, I get 4K. Yeah, apparently it's working. So I set up the maximum quality on preset, that is movie, and hopefully this game can run on the RTX 3060 Ti on 4K. All right, so how we doing? 70, 80 FPS. It's actually working, seriously, really nice. Even though the core is maxed out, apparently there's lots of potential in your option to downgrade the quality and make the core not as maximum as possible, like in this situation, 99% with 180 watts, actually around 180 watts. Ooh. Overall, I have like 320 watts per computer on the overall on the computer, and it's good, you know, it's not that bad, you know. But yeah, the VRAM is not used, the CPU is not used, 7.5 gig of system RAM it's only used, and the CPU barely managed to reach 70 watts consumption. So you don't need a high-end CPU in order to push this video card in War Thunder. Regardless, overall is doing a fantastic job, so ideal will be to just lock it on 60 FPS and tank destroyed. No, seriously. How the f managed to shoot me? From the side of the... Let's test Crossout. Apparently this is gonna be very interesting because we got DLSS with it. Let's jump in and see what we need. We got 3060 Ti, full screen, 4K, VSync is off, maximum details with no upscaling, so DLSS is off. We're gonna see how it's running without DLSS, and then we're gonna see with DLSS. Okay, so let's jump in and see how the game is performing with 3060 Ti. This is actually cool. 150 watts on the CPU. 450 watts on the overall on the computer when the CPU is going maximum power. Wow, this is one of those games that managed to put my CPU on its knees, seriously, temperature-wise. Oh, it looks fantastic. The CPU, it's getting hot with this. Only 4.1 gig of VRAM is used with this combination, but I'm not gonna lie, it looks really nice. And this is not a very bad game, seriously. It looks fantastic, it runs fantastic. Can't wait to see how DLSS is working. Oh my god, I got exploded on the side. Can I still have enough guns to shoot somebody? I got still two wheels left. Okay, let's go. I'm not gonna quit. Nothing. Only 4 people left. We can win this. Seriously. Okay, 49 FPS. Oh. Go. Damage. Oh, this is cool. Seriously, I like how it's working. Apparently, I need DLSS because it's making the computer run really to 450 watts with the whole combination. It runs, but I can smell the heat from the whole system. Seriously, 26 minimal. Yeah, boy. Okay, so I said I need DLSS. Yes. Okay, let's put it on ultra performance. We want ultra performance and. Let's say maximum FPS 100 FPS. You know why? Because that's the most generic monitor. If you can get 100 hertz from a monitor, with this will be fantastic. So this is something like maximum details 4K optimized with ultra details DLSS ultra performance with 100 FPS because I'm looking at the wattage consumption. Oh, it's working really nice with 100 FPS. Seriously, 71 minimal, 91 on 1%. Apparently the CPU is actually more stable, 30 watts, 40 watts there, 170 watts on the GPU, so it's ideal. The VRAM is still the same, 4.6 gig. Under 5 gig of VRAM utilization with maximum details, but it's got DLSS activated with ultra performance. And the system RAM 8.7, so you have no chance without 16 gig of system RAM. So Crossout, it's one of those snappy games, super fast, that allows you to play with a video card like this, attacking regardless. Freaking awesome with this video card on 4K. Okay, let's jump into Fortnite. I got 4K performance mode with 100% render scale with maximum details on performance mode, but hear me out, you understand? 4K with performance mode, I want to see how it looks, you know, understand? Because in performance mode, I'm not interested. I know DirectX 11, DirectX 12 is working even with 3080 and it makes the GPU crawl, you understand? Even 10 gig of VRAM with 3080 barely loads on with the ray tracing and stuff like that. Okay, so in the air, apparently I got some interesting performance, 170 watts on the GPU because this is the main event for today, you know, with the RTX 3060 Ti. So the VRAM is not fully used and the temperature is from the core. I don't know why is it from the core. I think this video card needs a little cleaning, so yeah. the cleaning for this video card is overdue and it's out of warranty, so it will be mandatory to clean it as soon as possible. If we're getting 200 FPS on average, then we can actually justify a 240 Hz monitor with this. 21 minimals is not okay, 40-60 it's okay on 1%. But aside from that, everything is honky donkey, seriously. The CPU is doing a fantastic job and the system is only using 11 gig of system RAM. That is good because I can still use the 16 gig of system RAM preset. You know, everybody's saying 32 gig is the new thing. Apparently, no, I don't want that. Overall, the GPU is keeping the performance on check with this. Apparently 80-90%. 80-90% on the core load, hence why I got like 82 degrees on the video card, but it's doing the job, you know. 74 on 1%, 33 on minimal, not okay, but the minimals and the 1% depends on the location apparently. Okay, let's jump into GTA 5 with DirectX 11 and 4K and see how this setup is going to go there. I'm gonna put everything. I think everything is maxed out and there is no problem. I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna see how it's working, and if we got any problems, I think we're gonna use render scale, frame scaling in order to keep 60 FPS in check. If we got any problems online. On 4K with GTA 5 on maximum details, apparently we are getting decent FPS. Apparently nobody's on the road. I don't know why. I don't care. Maybe it's Easter and everybody's home. Who knows? 5.4 gig of VRAM is used from the GPU with 180 watts maximum. I've seen 175. That's actually good, but the GPU is getting hot, seriously. I'm not gonna lie, this is something that I was not expecting. I was expecting because of 3060 to be kind of horrible, but it's doing really great, seriously, because of the core. I have 370 watts consumption on this, but it's because of the GPU and the CPU at the same time. 70-80 watts on the CPU. Why? I don't even know why it's consuming, because it's only 30%, 40%, but I can see some peaks with 120. I think if I put it on here, I can actually see a couple of cores are reaching 100%, you know, and the threads couple of them, but that one is super small for 1080p. Regardless, 84 degrees on the GPU. I think this video card needs a new thermal paste, but aside from that, everything it's wonderful with the system. Seriously, can you play at 4K with an RTX 3060 Ti? Yes. Simple answer is yes. It depends on the games and what resolution and details you're selecting. That's it. My opinion will be to select to have games that are older than the GPU, at least a couple of years, and it will be a fantastic choice if you are interested on playing with high details and higher resolution. If you're interested on playing new games on 4K, no, you have to put it on low details and use upscaling in order to achieve playable FPS. That's it. It's just a question of preference. If you're interested in new stuff with an older hardware, you need to understand that you have to make sacrifices in order to play. That's it. But regardless, I think it's working really nice, and that's it. I really like how it's working.